everyone, welcome to Ancient Antics. We are in episode 3 of our 4-part campaign, so we are halfway there. Living on a prayer. No, we're not Bon Jovi. Thank you for joining us tonight for another evening of Dungeons & Dragons. I'm Emma, I'll be your Dungeon Master for this evening, and we are thrilled to be streaming at twitch.tv/rolltogetherrpg. For anyone here who's new to Dungeons & Dragons, everyone you see around me is playing a fantasy character in a fantasy universe. They have sheets in front of them that tell them what their characters are good at, and they will be rolling mostly 20-sided dice to see how they interact with the world. Everything else that's happening in the world, I will be narrating. So, slightly dubious suits of armor that may contain wizards from the past. It's been a lot of that. Potentially, probably contain wizards from the past. Sorry, Tom, I didn't mean to set off your what is going on?
You know me in the conspiracies. I'm like, what if it's not murder? What if murder's the baddie? Oh gosh. Pinboard.
The red string's coming out. Yes. I can see it, Tom.
But it is the baddie. We know this.
Murder being the baddie is just it's top of my list at the moment.
I really adore Murta, but you know that these are the choices we make. And so together we're creating this story that we're now halfway through. I'm gender fluid. I use the pronouns M or Emma. And I'm going to give our players a chance to introduce themselves, their characters, how they're feeling at the midpoint of this campaign. You know, whether the question I want to know the answer to is if your characters were given the opportunity right now to go back in time, would they? And we'll start tonight with Evie.
Oh no, I don't have anyone to copy. I always just tweak a little bit. Hi, I'm Evie. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Princess Tine Vandermeer, who also uses she, her pronouns, and is a draconic bloodline air ganassi sorcerer person thing. And if Tine could go back in time, would she? I really don't know. It would probably be a decision that would take so long to make that the opportunity would pass her by, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, I think that she's finally having proper bonds with real people and is getting to know the party of knights a little bit better now that she's not like, I'm going to chop your heads off if you disrespect me. So maybe she just kind of go with the group.
Fair. And David, how are you feeling about it?
Yeah, it all feels good that we now have a quest. Like the essential philosophy is, it's my life. There was a brief sort of confused flirtation with Tine before I decided that you give love a bad name. And when it comes to Sean's pigfolk that have been changed into pigs, well, all I can say, Sean, is never say goodbye. We're going to find the bad medicine to sort out these people, and we will not run away.
David is actually Bon Jovi, so there you go. Sean, you get to follow that.
Cool. Hi, I'm Sean. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Aothwa Cobb, who uses he, him pronouns. Aothwa is a pigfolk ranger. Last session, we ate lots of bacon, which is all good because it wasn't part of the family. And yeah, I think given the opportunity to go back in time, Aothwa would absolutely jump at it. Aothwa is still not entirely convinced that it's not an option. Aothwa still wants to try and get back for a nice dumpling stew with the missus and all of the piglets.
Oh no, I feel so bad about what I did to you, Sean. Yeah.
I mean, we both did. I mean, you know.
We did this to each other.
Waiting for Aothwa to understand the actual predicament was the best 35 minutes of roleplay I've ever spent.
Only 35 minutes. I was cutting myself short.
we can always reprise.
Let's go back.
We can do a flashback.
Tom.
You crying in your room.
Tom, you're next.
Hey, I'm Tom, he, him, and I play Zelani, the Green Knight. Famous champion, shining armor. Zelani would not go back in time because Zelani was part of a prophecy that she would bring the kingdom into disrepair and cause it to fall, and she would assume that her being in the future, it happened anyway. If she goes back, something's going to happen. She's going to end up killing the king, or it's like that. Like, well, it's an old callback, but like Claudius, when Claudius is declared emperor, and he's like, I don't want this. I just stop. And Zeleny just being like, oh, Zeleny's queen. He's like, I don't want this. I don't want to be queen. I just want to be a hero. And I'm like, no. You got to sort out politics now. By the way, there's no grain. And Zeleny's like, I don't know what to do with this. And all my friends hate me. These are nightmares that Zeleny's been having for the last few nights. So, no, thank you. I hear the future's great.
It's probably orange. It's probably only a British ad, isn't it? I don't know if you had the future's bright, the future's orange in America. Tell us in chat.
Presence is orange, so
Hair is orange now.
Evie is definitely the future's bright, the future's orange. Liz.
So following that, I think, well, hello, I'm Liz. I'll introduce myself first. Hello, I'm Liz. I use she, they pronouns, and I am playing Sir Griffon Satane, who uses he, him pronouns. I think he's feeling quite good about this shiny, bright-haired future. He's with his troop. The princess is still alive. Whether the princess is still a princess, that remains uncertain, but he's happy about it. It's fine. I think Sir Satane wants to complete the mission. And I think he wants to see everybody succeed. And he would not go back, especially if the rest of them wanted to stay. He's very loyal with his multi limbs.
Many
limbs of loyalty.
That's it. Put it on a mug, put it on the wiki.
That sounds like a custom item if ever there was one.
Limbs of loyalty. Awesome. Well, let's see how this episode goes and whether you need to make that decision or not. This stream is going to run for about 3 hours. There'll be roughly 5-10 minute breaks somewhere in the middle. We will let you know when that's happening because we're improvising. So, yes, it will happen when it happens. We have some lovely sponsors, and let me take you through them. I'm going to start with Hero Forge. Hero Forge offer fully customizable tabletop miniatures. You can see the ones that we made for this campaign somewhere on the screen now, very large. They are, you can make whatever you want with Hero Forge, basically. They have a character builder, so you go onto the website, you go to the character builder, and you build whatever you want your characters to look like. You add the items that you want, and they have loads of different items to choose from, different hairstyles, body types, lots of different things that you can customize and change and add. And then you can go through all the posing. And if you're like Sean, you can spend an awful lot of time perfecting your posing. And if you want to learn from Sean, you can go to our Forging the Character series and watch Sean perfecting posing. And you can see the tweaks that Sean made to these minis for this campaign. And then you can put colour on your minis so they look beautiful and coloured. And then you can have them sent to you in full colour. Or if you like painting, you can have them sent to you in grey so you can paint them yourselves. So yes, lots of different options there. But yeah, go check out heroforge.com if you haven't already because they're fantastic. And I think some of our players can attest to having spent a huge amount of time on their website just building characters so they could see what they look like. And we love them. We're also delighted to be sponsored by UltraPro. UltraPro create everything else for your tabletops. So dice, trays, card, mats to make picking up cards off your table easier. And I can attest to how much difference those make when you're playing card games because none of that like trying to pick the card up with your thumbnail that you've bitten off 3 weeks ago. Not that I bite my nails. And they also make these amazing figurines of adorable power. So this is the smiley poo emoji. This is the roper. Liz is holding the gazer. And these are great. They're just lots of fun to have in your house, smiling at you at all times because everyone needs a toothy poo smiling at them in their house.
On a mug.
Where's the toothy poo? Where did I put
Amazing.
it?
No one think about the combination of things you'd have to eat to achieve that balance.
I mean, teeth, presumably. And
You don't eat your teeth? Come on.
how did we get here? And we're doing a giveaway with UltraPro at the moment in chat. So say something nice in chat about one of our lovely players, and or just anything, but preferably something nice. And you'll be in with a chance to win a gift card from UltraPro. So you can buy yourself a toothy poo to smile at you from your shelf at all times and just cheer you on throughout your workday. or anything else from their website. But that was a really
It's your
great
job
deal.
at Toothy Poo. We have the solution.
So that's Ultra Pro. We'll leave it there before I say anything else about Pooh. And we'll move on to the wonderful Elderwood Academy, who make bespoke dice boxes, dice trays, dice rolling towers. I have my beautiful fish hex chest here, which has, oh my god, it's got dice in it. Oh no. Liz is holding a spell book there. They're absolutely beautiful, and they smell really nice. They're beautiful. And Elderwood is very similar to Hero Forge in that they have an online interface where you go and you choose everything you want. So you choose the wood, the design, the leather, and the design of the leather depending on what you're getting. So it's really customizable in terms of what you actually get and is sent to you. We love Elderwood. We have a discount code with them, which is roll-together to get 10% off on your purchase. And that will all be in chat as well if you lost your train of thought like I did in the middle of that sentence. We also have some lovely supporters. So I'll start with D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond provide all of our character sheets. So everything that the players are using today to figure out what they add or potentially subtract from their rolls, depending on what they end up doing. And maybe some of them rolling digital dice as well, which you can do on D&D Beyond. Today I will be rolling the new retro fluffy pink dice because it feels appropriate for this campaign to have retro dice. And I will also be using D&D Beyond's Encounter Builders. They have some fantastic tools for DMs. If you DM a lot and you haven't checked out D&D Beyond for their DMing tools, I'd really recommend it. It's incredibly useful, and once you've tried it, it's really hard to go back. I can't imagine not DMing with D&D Beyond anymore. I think it'd be almost impossible. And moving on from D&D Beyond to level up dice. So I have a level up dice here. This is the Table Shaker. This is a very chunky D10. Level Up Dice made these with us, and you can buy them in their store and many other beautiful dice, and the link to their store will be in chat at the moment. And then we're also supported by two lovely D&D video games, so Isle Champions of Forgotten Realms and Warriors of Waterdeep, and we are giving away codes and chests and things with both of those games today to get you freebies, and details for that will all be in chat at the moment, so just ask the mods what's happening and they'll be able to tell you what's going on. That's all our sponsors and supporters. We're Roll Together RPG on all social media, so you can find out all of the exciting things we've got going on. And if you like to be, first to know what's going on, then the best place to be is in our D20 Club on Patreon, we're a massive thank you to our D20 Club who supports everything that we do. And for that, they get sneak previews of everything that's coming. And our D20 Club have also set up a fan wiki for us, so you can type in !wiki in chat. And they've also set up a fan Discord. Discard? Yes, where you can throw away your cards. No, a Discord! !Discord in chat to find out more about that. And that is brand new as of right now. You're hearing it today. You might have heard it slightly beforehand, but today. And finally, we play with a diverse group of players who play a diverse set of characters with wide-ranging sexual and gender identities. Our tables are trans-positive, and we encourage and champion trans players and characters in our games. The DM and players may portray characters that have a different gender to their own. We aim to avoid misgendering, we acknowledge that it does happen, and we have a company policy in place for correcting people on pronouns. If we miss an instance of misgendering, we're open to being corrected, so do let us know if you think we've been missed. We're available on podcasts. If you like listening to us rather than seeing us, you can find us on any podcast provider by searching for Roll Together RPG. And if you want to find out more about the safety tools we're using, we will mostly be using pause cards, which you probably won't see because if we use them, they'll be edited out. Otherwise, type in !safety and you can find out more about what's happening and also trigger warnings for all of our episodes. With that, let's dive into the intro and we'll be back here in a few seconds. Thanks, everyone. See you in a sec. So last time you left the village where you had awoken. You went to Baldur's Gate. Well, sorry. You spent a long time having breakfast. I don't want to skip over the breakfast. It was very important. You ate a lot of bacon.
What's the point
and
of the day?
sausages. It's really important.
Yeah.
Then you went to Baldur's Gate, where you encountered a city and many people. And from there, you went on to Candlekeep. On the way to Candlekeep, there was a combat with various mechanical things. It was a clockwork kraken, many floating tentacles, and a little round thing that you thoroughly destroyed, both of them, before continuing on your way to Candlekeep. On the way, you met Zeleni's horse, whose name I've temporarily forgotten. Star Trail.
Star Trail.
Formerly known as Stephen.
Star Trail needs their own animated series and theme music. I'm saying it here. Chat, compose something, please. Tell us
Go on that chat.
Yes, so you met Star Trail, and Star Trail came with you to Candlekeep, and you left him there.
What? Oh, shoot! Oh, I've abandoned my boy again.
Anyway, you took Lambert with you, Lambert the halfling that you'd kind of taken to help you read, because not many of you can read. You were let into Candlekeep by the vampiric gatekeeper. You met the Seeker, whose name is Tamazin, Heartborn, not Burn. And Tamazin gave you a lot of information about the plane Mechanus, which is where these constructs are coming from, and gave you information about why they were coming for you, which is probably because you're out of time. And they'll probably keep coming for you to try and put you back into your time, or potentially just destroy you. She wasn't quite sure. You also found out more information about the hag, Green Jenny, and just kind of hags in general. At the moment, you're going to go and try and find the descendants and see if you can have a chat with them. So you went back to Myrta. You had a brief chat with Myrta. You oiled Myrta so that she can move again. Myrta is your wizard from your time, who is now a warforged. And as she divulged to you, she magic jarred a warforged so that she could put her soul into the warforged body to live a longer lifespan. She said it was in agreement with the warforged. None of you insight rolled her. Just saying.
I think at this point we're assuming that it's probably evil.
Yeah.
What we don't know, we don't have to avenge.
You also saw through her trying to deceive you by scrying on you and then just repeating things back to you. And you also found out that your friendly gold dragon, Reginald, may still be alive and asleep in a cave somewhere. Did I miss anything?
I briefly thought that you were going to say that Myrta was our mage from another age, but...
Oh, nice. No, I'm not that clever, unfortunately.
Our vizier from another era. Doesn't work.
I like it.
That's fine.
Wizard from another lizard.
Yeah.
Lizard?
Yeah, gold dragon. Yeah.
Lizard. There
You
you go.
had a short rest in Myrta's house while you were chatting, and you were just about to go and find the hags, who she told you were just down the road, but hadn't wanted to tell you previously because, life's about the journey. And that was where we ended last time. Currently in Myrta's house.
I forgot my horse.
But you have to go back.
I have to go back.
Oh, can't you just resummon them?
Excuse me, I am not to go outside. I am bad at my job.
I think Eric will probably go after.
Okay, so Aoife's going with Zeleni and Evie.
All right. I made myself jump. I have a question. So the cave that Reginald is in, I believe last time it was said that was like his home cave. Do I know where that is?
You would be aware that it's not too far from where you were going to fight this ice dragon in the first place.
Excellent. So I'm just going to recline while I wait for people to be ready and just say, on the way, do you mind if we pop in on Reggie? Excellent. As everyone knows, saying nothing is definitely consensual to adventures.
There's a quizzical look. And then just a shrug.
Oh, this is how this keeps happening. We keep agreeing with her. Just like, oh, whatever's the easiest. This is how we get in these kind of situations.
Look, do you want to argue with her? Because I don't.
Absolutely not. Jill gets so sulky, and I cannot deal with that right now.
Princess, I was wondering, when would you like to go on this excursion? Before or after the hag?
Well, it's relatively nearby, so we could just pop in on our way.
Is it also
if
possible Reggie having information on Hig that we don't have?
Exactly. No, see, you're on the level. You know what's going on.
This is why you're the brains, Sir Thorvald, not me. I'm just here for the jokes.
No, you are strong and valiant and excellent knight. Great addition to any team. Do not put yourself down, Sir Griff.
You're very good at carrying things.
Yes, that's very true. Thank you both. That's very kind.
Myrta did say last time that the hags do sometimes come and help with the pigs, so they may be very, very close by.
We see Hig on way, we can start conversation. They sound quite civilized. Perhaps they not even throw cup on floor. I don't know.
Just one word of warning. Do not accept sugar in your tea. Should one of the hags offer it to you, I can confirm that it will result in a bad day.
Appetites?
But not quite, Princess. No, more petrification. They do enjoy a good petrification via the art of sugar in tea. I can attest to this. Zelene can also attest to this as well. It was quite a good day, really, but don't accept it should they offer.
I will stay away from white powder because I do not want to be stoned.
That's what I always say as well, Sir Thorvald.
Zelene, what are you doing outside?
What am I doing outside? I just realised, because I've left him behind. He's gone back to the Feywild for the first time in 2,000 years.
Well, no, he's just sitting outside Candlekeep.
So if I summon him now, it's not like I unsummon him, send him back to the Feywild, and then bring him back. I could just cast the spell again and he'll appear.
Yeah, he'll just reappear. Yeah.
Okay, I will do that. Cut my hands and go, woohoo, woohoo, woohoo.
For 10 minutes.
You thought this is going to be very annoying. I'm going to go stand behind a tree.
Of all the people to not annoy with that, I think you picked the right one. Seems very tolerant.
Evil seems very chill and would probably just sit there with... You could do it too if you like.
Well, might join in for a bit. What is it? We haven't got quite...
This goes on for 10 minutes.
How many times do I have to tell you that I am not an owl?
I apologize. It is the cry of the warhorse. Would you like another?
That is not the cry of the warhorse.
Hey, Star Trail, what is the cry of the warhorse?
Hey!
Hey! I will do that for 10 minutes. That would make you feel better.
That actually would make me feel better, yeah.
So mentally, the spell changes. So it is 10 minutes of this tiefling making coarse noises.
We hear this inside.
Yes, you hear the lady screaming.
You hear a loud neigh.
E4, do you also
like...
neigh?
I have absolutely no idea why you're neighing at your horse because I can't hear what the horse says.
So Zelene just stood there blankly and went, nay!
You do have to
look
toss
out the window.
your mane.
And I'll just...
I think Zelane's got like a tight bun, so just a little bit of hair just...
Sorry, Liz.
I think Sir Griffon would look out the window at this point and, oh, she's at it again. Oh, come and have a look. Come and see what she's doing.
What are they doing now?
Again, sort of like, I almost feel like there was sort of, not quite dancing, but sort of like, there's some movement, and Zelane's also sort of like, just trying to make this horse like her again.
Oh my god, they're doing dressage.
She's prancing, I know.
If only I could record this and upload it to some sort of video sharing platform.
Maybe Murta has something.
Murta's eye zooms.
What is it that you want after you abandoned me again?
I didn't mean to abandon you. I have to actually check with this. Do you still want to be my horse?
That's a very loaded question, Zeleny.
I apologize, Star Trek. I don't want to keep it. I want this to be.
Do you know that
neutral.
I die if I'm not your horse? I get released back into the Feywild and then I get stoned to death. You can make an insight check on your horse.
Why would Star Trek lie to me? I think I would be more like, well, will they actually stone? Okay.
For being a bad
14.
steed.
I don't want that to happen.
Hang on. Let me just get up.
Especially God, Star Trek, if you're lying to me. Oh, poor Star Trek just turns up and is like, you have been a bad steed, Rock.
Warhouse.
You hate to see it, kids. You hate to see it.
Oh, come on.
Yes, what's the deception of this magnificent beast, Em?
Well, I think that it's one of these. Hang on, one sec.
No problem.
Also, I imagine it's very...
Just whinny for a bit.
And now I need a d20, which I prepared earlier. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, good gods! They're going to stone you!
Stoned for being a bad steed.
I do not want that. Wait, so if I die and you get set back to the Feywild, they'll still... stone you?
Then you're a bad steed owner.
Oh, no. Well, I get stoned.
Then you'll be dead. Come on, Zeleny, keep up.
I don't know what happens after I die.
I thought you were a
Even know which
paladin.
gods
You're
I
supposed to have beliefs.
I have beliefs in a kingdom, not in gods. I have the disadvantage that the gods believe in me. It's very inconvenient.
Only overhearing your part of the conversations, that is a deep question, Zeleny.
I sort of look back at the window, see that everyone's looking. I go, I know, right? Hey, princess, what gods do we believe in?
Me.
I literally think I still have my powers because she's here. The kingdom continues for the princess, and thus I'm able to, hands start glowing.
She is very pretty.
She is incredibly pretty. Which, of course, now no one else, you just hear quiet, and then I just go, yes, she's very pretty.
There's a little bit of a moment of...
As the only other woman in the party. Oh, maybe I'm talking about Mercer. Who knows? Roll an insight, since we're all judging each other today.
I'm actually doing that. Okay, I got 20, so...
You know how beautiful you are. No, so, okay, then I do not want you to get stoned. Everybody must get stoned eventually, but no, you will serve me honorably and truthfully. Any other requests? I am open to listening.
Do you have any hay-based sweets?
I know a centaur I can talk to. Again, Star Charles was leaned in. So, Griffon?
Zeleny.
Oh, why am I getting that look?
It's the look you give me when you want sweets. I know that look, Zeleny.
First of all, I'm not allowed to have sweets. And second of all, Star Trail would like some hay-based sweets if you've got any left. Please?
Let me check my saddlebags. I'm just going to rummage around. Have I still got a heart in there?
No, we left it at Candlekeep.
I'll have
yeah,
some
you did.
residue though, surely. I'll try and find one that's not got residue on it.
Unless we go inside Murta, but that would be very intrusive.
And I will place it under your horse's snout.
Those
It's a very strange experience for me.
You've just missed a horse eating a hay sweet.
Presented to it by a centaur.
It's a hell of a thing.
I'm just going to recoil my hand slightly and just. There we are. Good. Yes. Glad that did. Was that what she wanted, Zeleny?
That's what you wanted, yes.
Excuse.
Lainey, I have a question.
Yes, princess.
Why aren't you allowed sugar?
Oh, your great-great-great-grandfather had terrible rotten teeth, so he passed an edict saying that sugar was banned, and it's just one of those things that when I started taking my oaths, I decided to go with them. Same with not being allowed to swim, not allowed to have
this
sex.
is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. I, as princess, release you of your no sugar oath.
So, Griffin, you have told them about the sugar issue, right?
I've informed them of Doris and the perils that we both faced, yes.
Oh, good. I think I will have a sweet.
Do you want one of the hay ones?
I might as well. I'm going to have the first one in about 15 years.
They are very good.
You're allowed to swim now.
Oh, good. Anything else I'm allowed to do?
What weren't you allowed to do?
I think it got talked over that Zeleny did actually list something else there, but I'm not going back to it.
So Griffon heard.
Have romantic relations with other people, I assume, or also yourself. It's very strange oath to me. We are liberal people.
Zeleny gives a really intense look and goes, both.
You're allowed both as long as I don't have to witness it.
I'm not going to do it. That is such. Even if you were not my princess, I would know. No.
That would be awkward since you are cousins, of course. Oh, you didn't know that. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you'd know. It's in all the books. Didn't you read any of the books? It means, I'm sorry, Tine, cousin means that your sister...
I know what a cousin is. Zeleny?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know about this?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to hop through the window that I assume that we're still separated by.
Low window. It's just no
Looming out of.
Being held by like scrimmage or vault, sitting out the window.
I'm just gonna pace around you a little bit, just to, and then just go in front of you, pick your shoulders, and just go, "You're a Bundermere," and hug you.
I hug back.
Now, there's a lot of princess duties that we need to go over. So forget your oaths for the moment. We've got a lot of new ground to cover, so just follow my lead.
Yes. Did I still call you Majesty?
Yes,
Oh. Will you call me Majesty?
we'll work up to it. Think of yourself as a princess in training.
Whatever you say, Tine. And I think that's the first time I've actually called you by your first name in your life. Okay,
there had to be sacrifices in this relationship. Seriously, the resemblances. How did I end up with a tiefling as a cousin? Also, what? Why don't I know about this? Please.
Oh, yes. Well, your father had a sister.
Yes.
Tadril.
That is how cousins work.
The pointers, like yes. She consulted with demons, and
That is how tieflings work.
Yes, and your father tried to chop her head off, but wouldn't. There were laws against killing a pregnant woman, and boom. And then she told me stories of how amazing the kingdom was, and I came to serve in your father's court.
Our parents were kinky as shit.
They sure were.
They really had a type, didn't they?
Mm.
Well, welcome to the family. Better late than never.
Thank you. And I will slowly give a look to Sir Griffin to see if Sir Griffin's worked out. I haven't quite told the whole story there.
Griffin's eyebrows are like all the way up his forehead right now. Like they are in like hairline region. Looking at you, lady.
Just whispering to Sir Griffin. There's two of them.
Yes. Sort of. Well, yes, I suppose. Although there'll be no princesses from me, Zeleny. You'll stay Zeleny to me.
I will be more than happy than that, Sir Griffin.
However, you, princess, shall remain princess.
Yes,
Oh, wait. No, I'm fine with that.
What's your passive perception, Sir Griffin?
Oh, it's probably dreadful. Let me just check.
Surely not.
13.
Oh, yeah. You don't notice, but you do, Aether. Star Trail has got his nose in Sir Griffin's saddlebags.
Aofa, is it? They're cousins. I think.
No. Yeah, I mean, no. It was more the the horse and your bags.
Yes, I gave the horse one of the sweets from my bag, and well, it was quite happy.
But now the horse is giving himself a sweet from your bag.
And I will look around to the horse with its muzzle, snout. I don't know anatomy. In my bag. And I will look at Zeleny. And I will not blink.
Star Trail, can you please take your nose/muzzle out of Sir Griffin's bag?
They're just so tasty.
Good. I think I'm still holding one. I don't know if I have actually put it in my mouth. You can come have this one.
No, that's yours. Eat the sweet, Zeleny.
You eat the sweet, princess. Mirroring the positions to Ogden.
You're trying to play the game, but you don't even know what the rules are yet.
I am loyal. Put it in my mouth. That's a lot of sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna use my rope to firmly shut my saddlebags.
I appear to be buzzing. That is a lot of sugar to not have had anything in 15 years.
She's so
Eyes
dramatic.
big.
It all comes together. Welcome to freedom. Welcome to nobility. There's so much more sugar in it for you.
That is quite an offer. No, but I think I am, in two other ways, proven I am Zeleny. Princess, knight. It has served me well.
I have a question.
Yes.
If princess dies, you become princess?
I mean, at the moment, yes, I suppose. I mean, my mother was disinherited and we literally were outlawed. So possibly, I mean, maybe I'd need to go back and sit on the throne and go, now I am queen. I don't quite know.
There isn't a throne anymore.
What if I built a throne and then said I was queen?
And then you'd definitely be an usurper.
The lady sits down. Okay.
Is how you say titular monarchy?
Yes.
Exists in theory, but not in world.
I may have the power to un-outlaw you if you are a good cousin to me. So, we'll see. If there isn't really a land, then then the laws and the rules go with me. That's my understanding of how princesses work.
And then my understanding of how my, again, hand glows, how this works. In fact, I am sworn to the service of the crown, which is you and your crownling tiara thing.
It's just the plastic one from the gift shop at the moment.
I have a question.
Yes.
You are sworn to, this is very specific, you are sworn to the service of the crown, correct?
Yes.
So whoever is wearing crown is person you serve.
A small smile appears on Delaney's face. Yes, Adolfo, that is very true.
Okay, interesting.
Nod. Zeleny thinking this is a game, not being aware if there's anything deeper there, but like, yeah, we're having fun.
This is Charisma 8 asking those awkward questions.
It's worth, yes. I think that like Zelany's idea was I serve the crown rather than the person, the ideal of the kingdom. So, but then of course it would be if you managed to get that tiara. Who knows? Oh god, if the pig gets hold of it, how would I? Yeah, I lost my crown to one of the Gloucester spot pigs, and now Zeleny serves pigs. Could happen.
Just pull the tiara a little bit further onto my head. Just there's traitors everywhere. Shall we go find some hags and a dragon?
I think that's a very good idea, Princess. Yes.
Oh, Elfa, when you were out with Zeleny, Princess was saying that perhaps we go and see Dragon on way to see Hag. I am sure you want to free your people as soon as possible, but would you be okay with this? Maybe that they have more information for us.
Right. Which dragon's this? Not the white dragon.
Red.
Oh, right. Yeah. Because I was going to say we killed that dragon. There's no point in asking that one. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to hurt. It's been 2,000 years already, isn't it? So it's not going to. What? It'll take a couple of hours.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hopefully.
Torvald is realizing that Aerthwa isn't stupid. His thoughts get there in the end. They just seem to take the long way round. And he's like, we have a little of respect for this person. Very good.
So Reginald's living in the same place, is it? That old cave?
Yes, so I think it's the same one. Hopefully, he's just kind of hauled up there with his horde, just, doing dragon things. No one's heard from him in a little while. But if I know Reggie, there's still some life kicking in him after 2,000 years. I'm holding on to hope here.
Think we remember where that was. Zeleny, we were the ones who went and got Tina, weren't we?
We were indeed, yes. And you had your maps. I'm sure if you looked at them again, you'd be able to work it out. I mean, hopefully the paths haven't changed.
We had a look at those books in those maps in the big place with all the books.
The cake place, yes.
Yeah, the big cake. I had a look at the maps in the big cake.
Candle cake.
Candle cake.
Yes, candle cake.
Yeah.
Candle cake.
And no, I think I know which way it should be. You want to go there now?
Yeah, if it's on the way to the hags, and then we pop in to see Reggie, and we go and uncurse your family.
All right.
So Myrta pointed in one direction for the hags. Roll a survival check.
I will do this. I charge.
Does anyone need a rest at any point?
We had
You had a short rest at the end of last
A short
time.
one, yeah.
You can roll with advantage, Sean, for
Oh.
all of your map reading last time.
I shall roll with advantage, but I did just roll a natural 20. I'll be taking the natural 20 or 26.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, I mean the other one's 19. It's all right.
Would you like to fail? Because we could discover all sorts of other things if we go the wrong direction.
You remember as you're thinking there was a point on the maps where there was like a tiny symbol drawn on. And as you're thinking, you think that's probably where Reggie's cave was. And now you're thinking about it, it looked like a tiny dragon claw. And you think you can figure out a way to get there. That goes kind of in the direction that Myrtle was pointing.
No, I think we can do that. We can get there on the way. There's a nice little path. It takes us a little bit out of the way, but it's not too bad.
I trust you to get us there safely and in good time. Okay, Zeleny, I'm riding with you and Star Trail. Your lessons begin now.
By all means, Kaz.
Always wanted a cousin. Like a sister, but not as close.
Sir Torvald, perhaps you might wish to jump on just for a lark. You might wish to, let's see if we can do it.
We can try, but you remember last time.
I know. Your hairy chest against my back was stupid. Come on. Jump on.
Now is the time for lark.
I will literally jump on.
Sustain, roll a strength check. Or athletics.
I believe in you, sir.
23.
You hulk out. You hold yourself.
I like to think that Sir Thorvald's feet are just trailing on the ground as we're walking, and maybe that's what's actually keeping us both aloft.
It's like when you first start learning how to ride a bike. You're just pushing yourself along with your feet. Yeah. I think I try and lift them up slightly for the look of the thing.
I was imagining a child riding on another child, when they're really little and one's just walking along.
Yeah.
It reminded me of, I read a comic recently which was like about some D&D rules, I think it was, where centaurs now count as medium, which means technically they can ride a horse. And it's just got this image of the centaur on top of a horse, and the horse is just completely strained.
Technically, a centaur can ride another centaur, so you can have a stack of centaurs. Anyway,
we're making the to-do list. That's
human centipede.
Yeah.
Centaurs all the way down.
Afra, so you're just walking.
Yes, I will just walk. I will lead the way, and I will try and figure out this strange new land.
As you're walking through the woods, you can start to see bits of cloth hanging in the trees, and they start to get closer and closer together. It's probably like starting to get towards evening at the moment, so it is quite dark in these woods, but these are brightly coloured bits of cloth, so you can see them. And they appear to be kind of leading towards something as they get closer in density.
Can I insight check to see if I understand what these bits of cloth might be signifying?
You can't really insight check cloth. You can roll perception check.
Perception is better. I will do this. 27.
It's fair to assume that they are kind of an indication, a trail leading towards something. You know that the hags live nearby. Potentially this is the way towards them.
Right. So there's these little bits of cloth, which they seem to be leading the way somewhere. But I think they might be going towards the hags. Do I know which way we need to kind of go slightly off the track to reach?
It will be through this point.
Through this point. So I suppose we're coming up to hag country, and we're probably. Well, we could encounter a hag any time, but I'll try to lead us towards the cave.
Is it better for us to divert? If the hags come across our path, we might as well.
No, we want to go this way. But,
Can I also just check what the plan is for the hags? Are we going to make a second deal? Are we going to... Because I was willing to give up my firstborn child, considering I wasn't allowed to... But now I guess I'm allowed. Oh, it's been a very long few days.
What is it that hags want in general?
Power.
Pockets?
Pockets?
Pockets.
Yeah. Isn't that what everyone wants?
Yeah, clothes
More
with
pockets.
pockets on them.
And then
Yeah.
I also want pockets. Sorry, that's just me personally.
Any of you can make a history roll to see if you can figure out what hags might want.
Ooh.
Well, don't think there's a lot of point.
Possible
17.
Torvald might have read some archaic text. That's an 18.
I think I got a 17 from Tom. Evie, I missed yours.
Oh, 22.
22.
12.
So Tom and David, generally hags want to make bargains. It really depends on the type of hag, what bargain you want to make. They will generally offer something. Tina, with your 22, you've read a little bit more about hags. Usually it does mean giving up something. What that is again very dependent on the hag, how severe it is. It can be things like a very treasured memory. It could be something worse, like, part of your soul. It's very dependent on the hag
Okay.
and how they feel about you at that point in time.
Okay. So we're gonna need to turn on the charm. You can all schmooze, yes?
I'm more kind of smush than smoosh.
Just ripple your muscles a bit.
This I can do.
And we may need to be prepared to give something up.
She could have some of my sweets if that's what you think she might like. I've got plenty still.
I would, Zeleny, I would like some. Yes.
So Griffon, Star Trail is asking for more sweets.
Well, Star Trail needs to desist with these requests. I think Star Trail's had quite enough. The remaining sweets within my backpack and assortment, they are for potentially the hag, and I'm quite prepared to use them in a bargain.
Magica, they are not for the hag, they are for Sir Griffin. I keep telling him not to eat so many sweets, especially at breakfast time, and it's not good for him. Unless you want to make a deal, Star Trail. It's a possibility. I know. I know, sweetheart. We'll find you something delicious.
Okay.
It's not like I'm going to give
Is
you
that a promise?
salad from my pockets.
Do you promise?
I'm not making a fair promise with you, Star Trail.
You already promised though. You said you'd find me something delicious. That was a promise. I took it as a promise. You promised. Deal done.
Oh, I made a fair promise with my horse. I am so out of practice with this.
Okay. You know what? I'll do the talking. I have probably, you know what? I'm going to be the hero. I will give something up for someone, and not just for anyone, for you, Aoife, because that's the kind of friend I am.
Oh, right. You sure? Because, it's my family. I was going to say, I'll do something.
No. It's okay. You don't need to thank me. It's just intrinsic to my personality. I'm just so giving.
Do I really not need to thank you? Because I will.
No, save it for later. I mean, a little bit of thanks would be very nice. But, it's fine. I don't need it.
Right.
I mean, he was my squire, so technically this is sort of my fault because I didn't train him right. So.
Well, this is my moment of self-sacrifice.
All right.
I did with the dragon. I'm taking it now.
I'm going to whisper to Sir Torvald. Who is this, and what has she done with the princess?
It's becoming the person I always knew she was inside.
It's just a very quick turnaround. I mean...
Not so quick. I was speaking to her the other night, and our friendship really is important. But heavy lies the head that wears the tiara, as they say.
Very true. I suppose I should be proud.
Absolutely. You have been nothing but good influence.
Thank
By
you.
the way, is
again.
this still comfortable for you?
I'm having a lovely time, yes.
I must admit, it is interesting to have a shorter perspective.
With your arms, I don't know what you're doing with them, but if you were to put them around my chest, I will hold on to them and we'll start running, sort of canter.
Oh, they're off. Here we go.
It is that way.
Like,
We'll stop and we'll turn around to the
I
right
want
way.
to draw this.
As you're running, you briefly see someone running next to you, and then they're gone, like a sort of wisp of someone in the wood, and then gone.
Oh. That's not good. Are you sure we're going the right way?
I'm pretty certain. Look to those maps. Remember where we used to live?
At this point, the cloths in the trees are pretty much surrounding you, and Aoife, you feel almost like there's someone walking right next to you for a couple of seconds, and as you turn to look at them, they're gone.
Right, that's downright creepy.
What is creepy?
Did you not see there was a police person right to the side? You?
I did not see them, but I trust your instincts, Aoife. You're an excellent tracker.
As you're having this conversation, you arrive in the centre of this area, and there are a few very colourful tents pitched in a sort of quiet area in the centre of these trees. And it's very peaceful. There are a couple of people sitting around a small fire, and they kind of stand up and start walking towards you as you approach, but not in a aggressive fashion. It's all very calm.
Oh, really? Looks like we might have come across the hags before we came across the dragon. Sorry, was looking for the dragon.
We good evening. We invoke the ancient laws of hospitality. We mean you no harm.
Sure, ancient, if you need to. Hi.
It's just it. Hi.
I'm Prissy. Welcome.
Thank you.
Torvald is doing his best to follow orders and just starting to flex whilst on Sir Griffon's back.
Does your friend need some help? Is he got cramp? We can probably help with that if you need.
I have 2 tickets
And where
to the artillery show.
I mean, Jamie might be interested, I suppose. She's always looking for a man. Jamie!
There's a man flexing. Oh, not again.
Another quite tall, quite thin, willowy woman walks out, and she kind of leans against her friend. Oh, hi. Hi.
Hello.
This is unexpected. Jamie, he said he's got 2 tickets to. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Can we? Could you just stop?
Torvald, it's not working. Just relax.
Do we know you?
No, but your ancestor was acquainted with a friend of ours a very long time ago. Made a bit of a deal that had consequences that were not exactly the best. Hi, I'm Princess Tine Vandermeer, and these are the Knights of the Realm, or the Frozen Five. You might know us.
You've woken up.
Yes, indeed we have. Apparently there's some great evil. Don't know where it is yet, but I'm sure we'll find it eventually.
Well, it's not here. I mean, I know
No, we
people
didn't need to
still
anyway.
think like hag, but we're not like that.
No, you seem absolutely lovely. We're here more on a side quest at the moment. This is my good friend, Aoife.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
One of your ancestors met
You're not supposed to be
one
able
of
to
his sons.
do that.
Well, put my fingers up.
Any of that, actually.
Ooh. Right.
Interesting.
What am I allowed to do?
Well, I didn't know you're supposed to be a pig.
Oh, right. I am a pig.
The pigness is only thanks to your ancestor and the deal that was made. And we were hoping that we could maybe undo this and allow pigs to be people again.
Well, I don't see why not, although we will need to... It's not free. The magic, it's not how it works. We can't just undo it.
Well, what is your price?
Something important?
How important, like on a scale? So, is it firstborn? Because we could do firstborn. Or is it life?
I know that we're young women, but we really don't want any children. Just don't push those on us. Like, why does everyone immediately go to firstborn?
Bad rumors, bad, I'm actually probably, I'm probably greener than they are. So just like, what they say about strange green women. I apologize. I wasn't meaning any insult. I just went opening artillery.
So, lady, tell them about the sweets. Don't forget we've got the sweets that we can offer them.
Okay, so if this is okay with you, Princess?
Yes, by all means.
The Griffon here has a collection of delicious sweets that he is very fond of. We start with that. Will that get us anywhere close?
How about your interest in eating them?
Me or Zeleny? I'm sure Zeleny would be quite happy to give that up.
No, you.
Would there be an extended period, and does it involve lettuce leaves? Because I quite enjoy those as well, and sugar cubes. And grain, and all sorts of things, really. Apples I especially like, they're quite good.
Is this true?
Yeah.
I would stop listing things that you like because they'll probably take them all.
I wouldn't take everything.
This is why Zeleny and the princess do the talking, you see.
It just has to be something important.
No, you need to take something from me.
Right. What's important to you?
That's a very loaded question.
Torval's just thinking to himself desperately, don't say friends, don't say friends, don't say friends.
You get!
That's all very important to me, it's true. I don't know, I really like my favourite shade of lipstick that I've got on right now. That's very important, so that's up there, definitely. Just spitballing here. I like fire. Fire is very cool. That's very fun. I love Reggie. He's fantastic, and I think he's still alive, which is. I'm just kind of monologuing to myself now, just kind of a bit absent-mindedly.
It's hard to work out what's the most important. I suppose I could just take it, and then we'll see what it is.
Wait, so the magic would just most important thing, poof, gone. You don't even need to specify.
Can do.
I mean, that has the potential to bounce back in a way that would mean that people would become like pigs.
Oh, I see. How about ego?
Ego?
As in her understanding of herself, like her own self-worth, or her belief in herself?
No, just abundance of ego.
I don't have an abundance of ego. I'm fantastic. I don't have flaws like that.
And that is probably why this would be an interesting deal. I mean, would you be willing to give that up, your confidence, Princess?
Well, it sounds like a bit of a It sounds like they're getting a bum deal because I'm not sure like how much they would actually be getting.
I'm gonna look at the others. Someone's got to. Maybe Sir might be the only one who can kind of. I mean, your confidence is very important for the job that you will need to do. We can't have you shy, unless you are willing to give it up and be a very shy, retiring queen.
Oh, I know. Being a princess.
Oh.
Being a that's spicy. I'm gonna roll a thing quickly. Just give me a moment.
Spicy, the term we all use back in court.
You know what? If that's what it takes, we have a backup. It's fine. Everyone, don't thank me. Don't thank me. You can thank me a little bit, but
Thank you.
She'll just hold out a hand.
please still like me afterwards. And I just kind of.
Oh no, I just need the tiara.
Oh.
Holding hands.
Oh, I thought that was going to be like this big magical thing, but okay, right. It's just kind of plastic, so it's just symbolic. One moment. Can I give it over?
She looks at it, puts it into her pocket. I am sorry. And with that, you are no longer a princess. And you don't know what's happened to Pigfolk because you're not there. But you feel something change within you, Tina.
I have my hands. I'm like, well, still got that. So I don't know if you follow you, but carry on.
Just gently stepping off Sir Griffon, walking over to. I'm not looming over Tina, but close enough. You are so much more than title and tiara. You are a friend, and you have just proven an excellent knight. I am proud of you.
I'm not even. There isn't even anyone that can properly knight me.
Oh, no, we can. You free? Huddle. Should we knight her now?
I think we should do it straight away. Yes. Right, immediately, Zelani.
I turn around. I, Sir Zelani, the Green Knight, nominate Tine as a Knight of the Realm. Who agrees with me?
Aye.
Aye.
Incorrect.
Oh, shut up! Apologize, that was not very knightly of me. First lesson, don't yell at the adorable. Okay, please take a knee, Tine.
You're standing on them.
Just take
Okay, kneel. Yeah. Oh God, this is what the peasants do. Oh God.
First of all, less of that now. Congratulations. Actually, you haven't been a squire yet, have you?
No.
Welcome to the team, squire. Shake.
What have I done?
Just kneel to Zelani.
Yes.
Is very wise, my princess.
Actually, I've been wearing fur's scarf. I take it off and wrap it around Tina. It's like, you got to wear your scarf. It gets cold out there.
I'm a fire sorcerer.
Sure you are. It's going to be for a short period of time.
Through. Remember, we're cousins.
I suppose, yes. I mean, that will never change. And even if you're not... Well, I suppose that doesn't make me princess now. It makes We'll have to see what the repercussions of that is for a kingdom that no longer exists. But no, you will serve honorably. And if I overstep my boundaries, these three will push me in the mud. You know, come see commissar.
Is this a royal command?
It might
Okay.
be. Oh gosh, am I princess now?
Well, I mean, how much does Torvald know about law? Because David
no,
understands a little bit about the law of succession.
Not if they were outlawed. It wouldn't go that way. It would go out to a distant family, but not to one that had been disavowed.
Silent, yeah.
The kingdom was not very forward-thinking with regard to statute of limitation.
I suppose, as we said earlier, if we just built a throne and someone sat upon it and declared themselves ruler.
Don't say.
Adorable, not now.
Everyone get ready. It's doing the thing.
That's like the
Oh,
Doctor
great.
Who theme.
As it starts bipping, you hear a sort of gasp from the two in that stood with you, as a large, sort of, how can I describe this? A large sort of, I want to say scaly, but the scales are all metal. Lizard-like creature crawls its way up from the floor. I mean, it's coming into existence from the floor. It has a large circle of energy at its core, and it's going to try and swipe out on one of you as it comes up. But obviously, you have heard the b. So we will roll initiative. Tom.
And I just really quickly turn to the hags and go, can you two fight? Is that something you can do?
I mean, if we have to, we do have hag names. We just don't use them. And
No.
I mean, technically, we're part of a coven. We just don't use the word.
That's fair. That's fair. If you rather, we will run off in that direction and drive this thing away. We don't want to bring you into combat that you don't wish to enter.
I mean, it's fine. If you're really going to die, we'll just run away.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, it's our duty to protect innocence. But if you can fight, then you're not innocent. Rules.
Interesting philosophical prerogative of what is innocence. Perhaps later on we can discuss this at length when we are not being attacked by giant scaly bronze time mechanical lizards.
Torvald, there is nothing I enjoy more than us sitting up in the night sorting out ethics, but you are right. This is not the time. I didn't want to repeat of the little halfling hiding beneath Sir Griffon who then could do ice magic.
True.
Very scared.
Very
Right,
scared.
those of you who've rolled initiative on Beyond, it has auto-filled your initiative, which is amazing. I didn't know it did that. That must be new. So those of you who haven't, please just shout it out.
14.
14. And Thorvald, you're not in the campaign, so
I am?
nope.
Is your copy in the campaign?
My actual character is in the campaign right now. Because I'm a level 11.
Well, the one that I have is not. What did you roll?
Just rolled.
There it is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ah.
There we go. Grand.
Sweet.
In which case, A4 with a 20, you go first.
Excellent. Okay.
That is really cool. That must be a new feature on Beyond, and that is amazing. So much time saved.
Nice. So yeah, nice and easy, obvious first round stuff for Aoife. Dread Ambusher, I get an extra attack, meaning that I have 3. Aoife, I imagine just during this conversation between Zelene and Torvald talking about the imminent danger, Aoife was just kind of firing arrows off at it. Give me a sec. I've still got the short swords enabled from the last fight where I used those. There we go. Right, that's better. Longbow. That'll do for a first hit. Natural 20 for a 31.
That'll hit.
Cool. Oh God, now I've got to work this out.
I really want to say that'll do, Pig, but yeah.
So do it. All right. So, Dread Ambusher, I deal an extra D8 damage on a hit. So that's presumably 2d8.
Yep.
And I'm going to mark it as my favored foe.
Yep.
Which increases the damage by a d6. So is that 2d8 and 2d6 up?
Correct,
on that
yes.
one? Cool. So 2d8, 2d6. Roll. And 16 plus my modifier of 5.
24.
So that is 21 points of damage for my first hit.
It's a big hit into this scaly metal lizard creature.
Cool. Hit number 2. 28.
Also hits.
I will just roll the damage normally because I don't believe I get the d6. It's only once a time. Yeah, first time on each thing. So that's 12 points of damage.
Yep.
Had to ruin everything. Last one is a natural 1 for a 12.
No, this one just pings off its shell and goes off into the distance.
You hear a bird squawk and feathers fall to the ground.
Sorry.
Oh, my entire family was turned into birds, and now this is happening.
That is action, and I don't think Favoured Foe counts as a bonus action, but I don't think there's anything I can do. I'm just going to back away.
Back away. Prissy will concentrate and turn invisible. You can't see where she goes, but she is not currently visible to you. From the distance, another person, possibly the person who was in the woods, is leaning on a tree. Not currently engaging in this fight, but is present. Potentially the third person in the coven, but not really sure about all of you. The lizard creature. Right. What's it going to do? Could one of you roll a d6 for me?
Yeah.
Got it.
3.
All right. I'm going to say it can get 3 of you in a line with its lightning breath. So Griffin and Torvald, you were together. Zeleny and Tina, you were together. So let me just roll a d4 because it will be one of the groups of 2 of you and then Aoife.
Flipping non-spell breath weapons.
So that's Torvald and Sir Griffin and Aoife. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Mm-hmm. I'm double checking it isn't a spell and it's not within 5 feet.
It's not a spell.
Phew.
Good.
Do we add? Are we close enough to Zeleny to get Zeleny bonus?
I think so.
I would
You
say
probably
so.
are.
Oh, that would be then a 23.
Half damage.
It's 30 feet.
It would be 10 feet on your
10 feet. There you go.
19 for me.
19. Also passes. Sir Griffin?
Same. 23.
Great.
Including
All
the-
half damage.
Absorb elements for quarter.
Half damage is 22. So half of that is 11.
Oh, I thought you were saying that half the damage is
Half
22.
Half is 22. You all take 22, apart from David, who takes 11.
Oh,
Which is
jeez.
absorbers elements.
Nice little mini storm just crackles around me as I seem to absorb some of the power into myself. My gauntlets just sort of light up like a stormy night.
Very nice. And
The power of 4.
it is your turn. Are you remaining on Sir Griffon?
I think, didn't you?
Yeah, I
You
hopped
can
off to
hop
speak
back
to
on.
Tine. I could hop back on. How far away is the
You
thing?
do you. I don't mind.
It's in the middle of all of you.
What size is it? Looking at it.
It is
If I had to categorize its size, what do I call it?
huge.
Okay. All right. Well, then this is happening. Bonus action. I am going to activate my shield. And as an action, so that starts flying around. I'm going to cast Enlarge on myself. Then I'm going to action surge.
Please do.
And then I am going to try and grapple it because I am now large.
Yep. I've rolled a natural 20, so 26.
Oh, that's a 25 versus 26. Okay, second attack. I'll try and do the same again.
Second one, I rolled 17, which makes it 23.
Okay, that's an 18 with bonuses. So never mind. At some point, I'm going to grapple a huge creature.
I think you probably will on this one. Those are 2 very good dice rolls. It's you're trying to go for it, but it is very strong. You can feel it kind of writhing underneath you.
My muscles have still not achieved full muscularity, but I'm right up in its face.
Yep, you are right there. Tine.
Cool. I get up out of the mud, and I guess I'm just gonna say, well, I'm not a princess, but I can still kick ass. And I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Tasha's Otherworldly Guise.
Yes.
When it did its attack, was that fire?
Lightning.
Lightning. Oh no, that's not one of the immunities. God damn it. I guess I'll just pick one. Let's go with lower planes. So I'm now immune to fire and poison damage, which is fun.
This is when D&D becomes Pokemon.
And I also have 2 fiery wings that come out my back, and I can now fly, which is fun. So I will fly up a little bit, and I will give it a good old-fashioned. Can I get it with a line of a scorcher?
Oh, did you use meta magic to cast it as a bonus action, or is it a bonus action?
No, it is a bonus action, but I am going to use meta magic to change the damage type of my spell that I'm about to do.
Sure.
Cool. And I can get it in a line, yeah?
That one's a spell, so you'll need to cast a cantrip on your action.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that rule. Every single time. Okay, I'll just do a firebolt, but yeah, I think I can still use meta magic to change that, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look the same as the creatures you fought last time that were immune to fire.
Okay. I'll give fire a shot. Okay.
Yep. So you roll, I think it's an attack roll, firebolt, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So that is that's a 22? Because I rolled
that hits.
And that's 3d10. Give me 1 second, because I'm using classic dice. That is 10, 16, and then just one of them. Oh, wow. So that is 26, and then it's my specialty, so that's 31 fire damage, please.
Yeah, it burns in across the scales.
Excellent.
Grand. Sir Griffon.
Okay, so I've seen the not princess kick ass, quite frankly. What I will do is, as an action, I will cast Beacon of Hope. So that is the good old lettuce leaves and centaur Pegasi floating around. They have a cool name. I googled it, but I don't have it right now. So anyone within 30 foot, which is all of you, you get advantage on wisdom saving throws, death saving throws, and maximum possible healing from any healing. So that was my action. As a bonus action, I will activate my divine lacrosse stick, Dust Crusher. I will activate that, and probably shout something about, You've got this, Princess, Sir Tina. You've got this, Tina. You can do it. Good wings. Good wings. She's on it. She's on it. It's fine. And I'm just going to
You
stay
never
right
told
there
me
in the
good
middle.
wings.
Oh God. So Jamie, who is still with you all, is going back the wrong stat block. Is going to cast.
Reaction flex.
Are you not seduced?
Eye bite. Why not? Here we are. What does this do?
Hags, y'all.
Right, wisdom saving throw be affected by one of the following things. She's going to try and make it sickened. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Alright, needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Their spell save DC is low. Never mind. Here we go. Wisdom. It failed. Right, it is sickened, so it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. I will try and...
Woo!
Yeah, it looks like she blinks at it, and this kind of sickly green energy rises up from the land and engulfs it. And as that happens, a second one starts to emerge behind you all, in between where you and the figure leaning on the tree is. And as that happens, that is where we will take our break and pick up after the break. So we will see you all shortly to find out what happens with the second one. See you in a few minutes, everyone. Bye. Right, and we are back. Before the break, the team were in combat with a huge scaly metal lizard with a ball of energy that had appeared from the sort of beneath their feet. A second one has now appeared behind them. They are also with a coven, although they don't like the word, of hags, who they also don't use that word. So, just a group of women.
They just live in the woods. It's fine.
With magical powers. So at the moment, the second big scaly lizard has just appeared, and it's going to give back the baby. Correct. And it's going to try and bite the person holding the baby, which is the Torvald.
Is it literally just?
Currently am.
However, that's an actual one, so it doesn't. And then it's going to try and wrap itself around the person holding the baby. However, that's a 2, so that's a 12. So it fails on all counts, really, to do anything. And Zeleny, it is your turn.
It pulled at my heartstrings.
Just the fact it's like it wants its baby back.
That little correct was beautiful, by the way.
I suddenly feel quite bad for everything that we did to the other babies. But
Maybe don't
trying
send them
to knife
to do menial tasks. Maybe don't do that.
I will make my parents proud by killing the abominations. Parents went wrong. Oh no. Okay. I mean, we could just kill the baby. I think that's an option, but would not be honourable. Okay.
Wow, Tom.
Look. Once I've
I
fallen
agree,
off
Tom. Let's try diplomacy.
The afterthought was amazing. That would not be honourable. That little afterthought. Oh yeah.
That's the rota. You're like, I want to do this thing. Would that be honourable? And then, as I said, as soon as I've fallen off the slope, it's all the way down.
Theoretical princess for 10 minutes, and this is what we get.
The diva's out. The diva's out.
The ends justify the means.
Folks, that in 1 minute has been id, ego, and superego.
I'm going through it.
All right, Tom,
Okay,
what do you want to do?
I just want to talk more about my descent into evil.
Sure.
Okay, just 3 minutes later. Okay, I guess I will take some swings at the new
The new one.
big one. The new one. Why not?
The completely ineffectual one. Yes, please.
My
innocent.
feelings. They,
Yes,
presumably.
you were rude. You were rude as a Torvald. We will not have that. Okay, so using Great Weapon Master, first attack is a... Oh, that's always where I need to divide it. So it's 22, take away 5, so that's a 8. That's 17.
17 just hits.
Amazing. So that is 10. Paladin math. 10 plus 17
Have this urge not to put Paladin math, but Paladin math, but Paladin math, Paladin math,
God bless.
Paladin math, but
God bless Paladin maths.
Okay, so 27 slashing plus 6 fire.
that's 33 in total.
Mhm.
Grand. You land a hit
I get it.
on the hit.
Just then I know I will do it again, and if this goes well, maybe a smite will come. Who knows? That
Steady,
was,
Tom.
Why would you want to?
So that would be actually that's another 17. So with the Great Weapon Master,
Great.
so that is 10 plus plus 18.
So 28.
So 28, and now fire damage. That is free fire, and I think I will smite at 2nd level. And so that's 2d8. Oh no, it's 3d8. Oh, roll another one. I am such a lucky kid. That is 17 radiant.
Grand. Yes, you land 2 very hefty hits onto the scaly lizard, who just wants its baby.
I mean, it says.
It says, Aoife, it is your turn. You're currently in direct combat with the first scaly lizard because it's been slowly growing. Yes, it's been slowly growing out of the ground, and it is hood.
Oh, bugger. That's not very good because I like not being that close. However, unlike Torvald, I lack the ability to get away without getting hit.
Yeah, but you do have 2,000 hit points.
That's not true. I'm only 3 above 100 now.
I could take it for you if you're worried.
I'm not worried. It's fine. I'm going to run a bit further back so that I am no longer near it and it can attack me if it wishes.
Sure. It is going to try and constrict you.
Oh, good.
That's a 27 to hit.
That will hit, yeah.
You are grappled.
I guess I'm going nowhere.
You take...
Doesn't it have disadvantage on ability checks, Adam?
Yes, it does. Hang on, let me check. Disadvantage attack rolls and ability checks. Thank you. That is 14.
14 will not hit.
Yes, so you get away.
Thank you,
There's
David.
a moment where it looks like it is going to hit you, but then it slips on the slime that is now around it.
Slip out like a greased pig. Okie dokie. In that case, I am going to scoot 30 feet away, and I am going to fire 2 shots with my longbow at it.
Please do.
I don't imagine an 18.
Yep, 18 hits. This is the one that you've got your favoured.
Yeah. So it's the same one that's grown that I've hit both times, isn't it? So
Yeah.
That is 12 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just double checking because I have too many stacking abilities that all interact. First time I hit my favorite enemy, I can roll another d6. So that's going to be a little bit more. It's going to be another 6 more.
Very nice.
So second shot. Oh, it's another 18.
Yes, that also hits.
And that one is. Oh, I'm going to use my piercer feat, and I'm going to re-roll that damage.
Piece of it. Yeah.
Piece of fit.
Piece of it.
So
That was worse.
I was like, yeah, chuck a pizza at it.
That is only 6 points of damage. That second could have been 7 points, but I rolled the dice. And bonus action. All right. They're doing lightning damage, aren't they?
Yes.
So, Aoife has this item that he had gotten from our dear friend Reginald. It's a dragon touched focus, which he uses for his spell casting, and it's been kind of acting a bit weird lately because it's leveled up, and he's going to use it unwittingly as a bonus action to cast Fizban's Platinum Shield on himself initially. Once per I think long rest it is, I can cast the spell, and a field of silvery light. I think for Aoife it's more like a kind of screen of mud, but translucent mud because I don't want to obscure my thing. And
You don't want to obscure your thing. You mean your vision.
In my vision.
Translucent mud. Yeah.
Don't obscure your thing.
Translucent glowing mud, apparently, because it also sheds dim light. It's magic. I have half cover resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, and poison. And if I'm subjected to an effect that allows me to make a dex save, I take only half damage. A dex save to take half damage, I take none instead, or half on a fail.
Great.
Amazing.
I can also use a bonus action to move it if I decide that someone else is in more need than myself.
Okay, but that's a bonus action, so you couldn't do it like as a reaction.
No, yeah, it's a bonus action on my turn. So initially I'm saying I will do it on myself because AF4 doesn't quite know that it's a thing that you can do.
Nothing from there, nothing from there. The one that is currently got disadvantage is going to try for, I think, Sir Torvald. Torvald, that's a 27 to hit you.
Yeah, well.
That is, what's that? 18 bludgeoning and 13 slashing.
Cool. I will use Sustained Endurance. I'll add it up for now. That's 31.
Yeah, you are grappled.
And
then
then 12 plus.
it's going to bite one of the other. Sir Griffon. And that is a 22 to hit you, Sir Griffon.
That will hit, yes.
And that is 22 points of damage.
Oof, okay. Let me just roll my concentration.
And it does not save out of eye bites. It's still disadvantage on checks and saves. All right. Torvald, you are next. It is currently grappling you. That does not prevent you from grappling it. You can kind of grapple each other.
I'm seriously scared about something that can roll a 27 with disadvantage. Yeah, I think let's get into a grapple off. First to tick.
All right.
That's better.
I mean, it can't beat that even. It was a natural 1 for 7.
Amazing. So it is grappled by me. Second attack.
So it's got you in its little arms. You've got it in your big arms. There's a little
Grapple me, grapple you.
Yeah.
There's a whole grappling bonanza going on. Okay, what I'll do for now, I think, is just punch it for having the temerity to grapple me.
Please do.
Or at least attempt to.
I don't think either of you can move currently because both of your speeds are 0. So that is the current situation. What did you roll on your attack?
That's a 14, which is not
that won't hit, I'm afraid.
That's all right. Bonus action, I am going to give Zelene advantage on her first attack on this target that's currently that I'm currently grappling.
Sure.
And just be like, you think you can grapple me? You see what my friend does to you.
Sure.
Hello.
Give back the baby.
Baby tried to kill us, you crazy.
Tine, it is your turn.
It's our baby now.
Yeah.
Can I just add again from my wings up above? If we give back the baby, will you leave us alone?
You are incorrect.
Okay, that's a no. Right. In which case, I am going to take a dragon claw out of my bag and poof it into...
Sorry, I forgot to roll my con save for concentration.
The dragon's claw is still falling.
Yeah. That's a 20.
Yeah, you're fine.
Plus, yeah.
The dragon's claw. Catapult?
Catapult, yes. And what's more, is catapult at 5th level.
It's a big old catapult.
Princess.
Can I roll a dex save, please?
Which one?
I'm going to go with the one that's not having a cuddle fest at the moment.
Okay.
Is that the one that has disadvantage on saves, or is the Cuddlefest one the one
Neither
that has
of them.
disadvantage?
Neither of them have
Oh.
disadvantage on saves. It's ability checks and attack rolls.
Got you.
That is a 7.
Well, it doesn't beat a 20, so. Excellent. So that is 78 of damage. Excuse me a moment. Oh, I'm rolling well. 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 damage on that claw, please.
That claw goes right in through its hard lizardy shell.
Rattle around does.
Any bonus actions?
Good question. Actually, can I use meta magic to make that a bonus action?
Sure.
And then do another flamey boy on him?
Sure. Do you want to roll your elemental shard?
Yes, I do. Okay, so inventory. Just need to see which one. So I got a 3, which is fire, fittingly. Which is one target of the spell you can see catches fire and burns for 2d6 fire damage at the start of his next turn.
All right. Well, his turn is coming up, so he will burn.
He will burn. Okay, and I'm hitting him with a fiery attack anyway for a, what is 13 plus 12?
25.
For a 25 to hit.
That hits, yes.
Excellent. So it's another 3d8. Nope, they're d10s, sorry. 10, that's 10. Again, I'm rolling really well, so that was 17. 18, that's 26 more fire damage.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's fire damage, so there's an extra 5 on top, so it's another 31.
31. So yeah, as you but make this hole in its lizardy carapace with your dragon claw, you then go straight in with your firebolt, and it burns and also catches fire. It's not looking good for this lizard.
Was that the grapple
no,
one or not?
No, that's the other one.
Kobold is fine.
Sir Griffon.
Right, based on Sir Tine doing quite a good job, I will run up to the one that Tine has done so much damage on and attack it with my lacrosse stick. I will do twice because I have the War Priest.
Yeah.
And I'll put my divine stuff on top in a second. That was an 18.
18 hits, yeah.
Okay. The first lot of damage is radiant, and that is 8 points.
Yep.
Second was a natural 20 for 31.
Yeah, that also hits.
So that is 20 points of radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And I will also add the 1d8. I'll be 2d8 on that last attack because of the crit of the divine strike. So an additional 9 points of radiant.
As you slam your mace down on the back of it, it just collapses into dust, baby.
And I'll pick up that dragon claw and pass it back to the princess.
You have to throw it.
Sir Tine, I'll throw it.
Not a sir yet, still a squire.
Quite
Mostly me.
So Lenny.
Well, I have been given advantage in the attack, and my friend is grappled, so let's go to town. I don't care about your baby. So that's first
Incorrect.
of all,
Incorrect.
Okay.
Love it.
Just incorrect, not care about the baby. You should care about the baby. So great weapon master, that's 24 to hit.
Yep.
So 10 plus 16, so 26. Then I have 4 fire, and I will do another divine smite at first level.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 8 points of radiant.
Sure.
I think that's, yeah. So 26 plus 26/4 fire, 8 radiant.
Yep, I've got all of that.
Amazing. And then we go round again. That one is... Pick away, that's 18 to hit. Again, great weapon master.
I think that would be, Tom, I think that would be a 17. But that does
I
it.
apologize. A 17. That's me. That's me just going, why did I pick something? Paladin math. So 17 still hits.
Yeah.
So 21.
Yeah.
And then add the fire. 4 fire.
Uh-huh.
I think I won't. Actually, maybe it'd be a good. No, smite's not being that great at the moment. Yeah, I'll just let the weapon do the weapon thing.
Sure. All right. So you do another 2 heavy hits into it. Selene turns over. Afua, back round to you.
Sorry, now I've just got more lyrics to the Paladin time song in my head. Just they're smashy and they're smitey, they're mashy and they're mighty, they're all together nightly. It's anyway, cool.
Tune is copyrighty.
Don't sue us now.
Longbow attacks. Same old for me. That is, I believe, a 26 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
It's my first one of the round. I will take an 8 on a D8. That's 13. And I also get a D6. So 13 plus, another 6. So that's the hit number 1. Hit number 2. 18. Which is
18 hits. Yep.
Just hits. And that's 12 points of damage. I'm not going to re-roll either of those. And I've got this shield on me. At the moment, Torvald's kind of being crushed by this thing, like being kind of grappled. So Torvald looks like he's in dire straits, or
Torvald looks like he's an idiot who forgot he had advantage on strength checks.
Also, we're in Bon Jovi. Dire straits.
Torvald is currently grappling the lizard thing. The lizard thing is also grappling Torvald. It's hard to
Grappling
say.
and being
The
grappled.
lizard doesn't look great. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Doesn't look like a happy lizard. Not having a good lizard day. It's not a good day for lizards.
And once it's baby back, baby back, baby back.
well, seeing as Torvald is looks like he's living on a prayer a bit, I'm going to transfer my Fizzband's shield over to Torvald, which it just looks like a ripple of the mud just coming up and then just kind of like a bubble shield of mud from like the old-fashioned Mega Drive Sonic games.
Oh, mud. Well, mud all over everyone.
Remind me what it does, Sean?
I will try and keep in mind to tell you if it happens. It's basically you've got like half cover, resistance to acid, cold, fire, lightning, and poison. And if you have to make a dex throw, you take no damage on a success or half on a fail.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you. It's a very nice shield.
On its turn, the Behir is going to try and swallow Torvald.
Might be needing that save.
The physics of that.
Would a 22 hit you?
It would ordinarily, but my giant magic purple shield fires up in its face.
Yeah, so it tries to come
does
in.
half cover give you?
It's ranged attacks, I think.
Boo.
It comes in to bite you, but your shield comes up above you. So it's just going to constrict you again. If it can, given that you are there. Significantly worse. That's a 15 to hit.
Will not.
Definitely won't. And it is your turn. And you are grappling.
Okay.
It looks very bad.
The start of my turn, it takes 1d4 damage because I'm grappling it. And that's 4. So I'm just sort of...
Do you, at this point, do you just
tightening.
like rip it apart? What?
Is that it? It just is it done?
Yeah.
The grip just tightens on its throat. It's like,
You try to swallow me.
Oh no, he's choking the lizard.
And it just sort of crushes its throat under my giant
Again,
handspan
just
grip.
crumbles to dust. Incorrect.
Well, we've all got about 30 seconds
Incorrect.
to cast any healing and have full healing from that if we would like to. Everyone, just saying.
Right, who is
Incorrect.
injured?
So Griffon raises his hand.
Boom, aura of vitality.
Incorrect.
No, it is correct.
Torvald is starting to walk over to the chest, looking very much
Incorrect.
like a half giant on a mission.
So that would be, so that's 2d6, so that would be 12. So 1 to Sir Griffin. Just keep saying
I want to
more.
do more than one to Sir Griffin.
I'm going to get, I was like, how bad is it, Sir Griffin?
I don't like to complain. Just keep going.
Sir Griffin, say when. 2, 3.
Is it 12 each time?
Yes.
Just one more should do.
5.
It's fine. Thank you. Just 3. 3 is fine. 3 is fine.
3.
Yep.
E4.
Mm,
4.
1, and then I'd be wasting. So just 1 for the moment.
Anyone else? I've got this.
Thorvald, I think was.
Yeah,
Torvald.
Torvald is currently fumbling with the locks on the chest, but yeah, doesn't look like he's full health.
Correct.
It looks like if you had to put a number on it using paladin math, it would be
Yes.
around 72 out of 99.
Incorrect.
Okay, so 5, 6, 7. Just point at Tina. Just 8. Take it.
If you look
9.
at Tina, she's not got a scratch on
I
her.
know.
Okay, well,
10. Another one to A4. So
Torvald
Griffon
is lifting
go on.
the
Yep.
lid of the
11.
chest.
Incorrect.
and
Yourself, Selene. Don't forget yourself.
I'm not injured. And then I just put on my face 12. There we go.
Torvald reaches into the chest
You
and
are
attempts to grapple.
Incorrect.
Can I make a
Incorrect.
strength check?
I'll have to get it up first.
Are you going to
it can't
burst the
beat
baby?
that.
They can't beat a 30, I'm assuming.
It can't be that. Incorrect.
Torvald is just going to repeatedly punch the thing until it disappears into dust.
Well, now we've committed infanticide, so...
Incorrect.
I have such regrets. Oh,
It is dust now.
I have heard enough of these things. I swear to all the gods.
Why are inevitables following you around?
Right. Please, can we ask politely if you can tell us as much as you know about inevitables? Because we...
Only what anyone knows, right? They follow people around when things are wrong. Are you wrong?
Well, we are from 2,000 years ago and we just woke up. So
Right.
according to their logic, we're wrong.
Right. You should probably go. Don't fancy fighting any more inevitables today.
Right. Well, can I... just one thing. I reach in to get the sending stone out. Boop, boop. This is Delaney Tamerta.
Oh yes, dear. I wasn't expecting you so soon, honestly.
We have made a bargain. Could you go outside and check on your fields, please?
Oh, there's no need. They're all in here having tea. Well, okay, they're not all in here because there'll be quite a lot of pig folk. But I've got significant numbers of pig folk in here having tea with me. They're wonderful company.
I hand the sending stone over at A4 and then just go, okay, knights, shall we go?
Is done?
I think A4.
Zeleny, you've just left me
Yes.
on. Usually you
no,
turn me off.
it's here for now. I don't know why I've been past the phone.
Oh, hello, A4. This is novel. It's lovely to speak with you.
Ask to talk to her guests.
Do you have a cat with you?
The hags, right?
I think there's one in the forest. Hang on. I don't know what to say, Zeleny.
I just
Say
thought you'd
hello.
like to say hello.
Hello, is my
Hello.
family there?
Yes, they're all here having tea with me. I did just say to Selene.
Right.
I turned to the other three. It's like, I think we could do this while walking. This is probably going to take a while. Tine? Sir, Tine.
Let
An honourable thing.
Let them know that Grandad will be back later. We're going to see a dragon.
I will do Aoife. I'll be honest. They don't really understand what a dragon is yet. We're going to have to do quite a lot of education.
Oh, what?
Educate. Ask the Griffon what
Right.
an education is.
Right. Will do. All right. How'd you turn this thing off?
I take it back. Okay, thank you, Myrta. We'll be back in a while.
Don't make any more deals, Selene. You know what happened last time.
Well, we've made a deal. We might need to discuss that. I hope we won't come to regret this. Maybe more of your prophecies might tell us that maybe we're not the great evil. But
Yeah, I feel like Tina might regret it, but we'll see.
Tina is very resilient. I believe in Tina. Again, I'm not looking at her, but I'm making sure she is. She's good.
Mhm.
Okay, Myrta, thank you very much. Take care. Enjoy your tea. Boom, boom.
I should cut to Mercer's cottage, just a bunch of confused naked people drinking tea out of a trough.
I was going to say, were there any of them wearing clothes?
Absolutely
I
not.
imagine they're all just holding up their trotters like thumbs.
The little checklist that we had. Break the curse. Check. Supposedly. Right.
Long
Beautiful.
day.
Hey. Oh, actually, no, that is good. Just quick. As I said, take a knee one last time, Tina.
Why? Am I just going to get muddy again?
Could you do
No.
it outside of our woods?
Yes,
please?
let's keep moving.
Does that mean that Tina is just going to crawl kind of on one knee constantly?
Nope, I refuse. I am standing like the strong, independent ex-princess.
I'll give you a hand to get you up. It's like, yes, let's go a little distance. Look, my point is being that you did a very honourable thing, and you don't have to wear the scarf. You're not a squire now. You're
Good.
Can I make like a sleight of hand check? Because I don't want that thrown on the ground. To sort of try and grab it.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
But +4 because I'm a paladin. That is a 16.
Yeah, you can grab it as it flutters to the floor.
Right. First of all, rude.
No,
Second-
you listen to me. No, you listen.
Okay.
Okay? You listen.
Okay.
I may
listening.
not be a princess anymore,
Hmm.
but I am still Tina Bundermere. That still
Mhm.
means something, okay? You do not get to degrade me by making me kneel in the mud and make me be your squire and to put weird scarves on me like I'm a pigfolk squire person.
I
That's
didn't
not
make
how
you
this is
climb a
going to
tree. This could
There's
be.
time for that yet. Look, there's plenty around us. We can
I
always
can
hop
fly
on.
if I want to. I don't need to climb a tree.
Not trying to
Party, I
degrade.
can fly if I want to.
Yes, no one's ever complimented my wings. I don't have. Look, I'm trying to make you kneel so we can knight you officially. You'll be part of this party. I apologize if I've insulted you. That's not what the point is. You have spent the time I've spent with you has been interesting. I'm having a little fun at like Sir Griffon. Sir Griffon is full of jokes and humor, and I appreciate that. Maybe I am giving you. And the last squire I had caused terrible pig problems. I'm not good with squires, it seems. I apologize for upsetting you. I'd like to officially knight you. Then you'll be part of this, and I apologize for upsetting you.
Here, does this mean that Zeleny went too far? We think that means that we can push her in the mud, right?
Come on.
Everyone's going to kneel in the mud behind Zeleny.
You tabletop me, come on.
It's nice to know that my degradation is a joke to you. I guess that shows how far family goes. Hush.
Already started turning while this cousinly spat is going on and walking back.
Again, sort of actually slight darkness crosses Lainey's face at that. It's like, I had to grow up in a cave because you're fun.
I also grew up in a cave tower thing with a dragon.
You had someone who loved you.
I had a dragon that loved me, and then I had a
You had someone in your life who loved you. And that was something.
Would anyone like a sweet? I have a lot in my bag, which I'm sure could diffuse the set.
I really want to. I want a sweet. I really want a sweet.
We need to deal with this. Hello, who are you?
I'm your horse.
Oh my god! I thought you were the spooky person who was hanging out in the trees.
Worst night ever.
No, they're over there.
I can't believe you forgot about me. I'm your horse. You're the worst steed owner ever.
Are you going to hit me with rocks, Star? Please don't hit me with rocks.
You're literally riding me right now.
How did I get from the us on the ground?
It's the worst time to forget.
Tips the horse over with the Zeleny on.
I might be having memory problems.
You definitely owe me a sweet.
So Griffin,
probably two.
Can I have 2 sweets for Star Trail, please?
For your poor horse that you've offended 3 times, Zeleny? Yes, of course. Take 3 for every offence you've caused.
You go. Would you like to feed Star Trail? Because I seem to be such a terrible owner.
I feel it's going to be better coming from you. You need to make amends, Zeleny. Come on, we know how to do this.
I get off and Tina, would you like to ride? Star Trail, is it okay if Tina rides you? I walk alongside you.
I prefer Tina. She's pretty and nice, and she hasn't said anything rude to me today.
Well, when she becomes...
I also would like to ride Star Trail. Look how beautiful he is.
See?
You like him so much, why don't you have him?
I can hear you!
You know we are connected mentally. You're my best friend.
I'm not your best friend.
Yes, you are. Who likes me more? I like you more than any of these people. Yeah. You can't. No reactions. You can't hear this.
We can hear your side.
What? Since when? What? Oh, I'm really bad at this. Here's some sweets. There you go.
There's a gentle, bite, nibble at your fingers.
I take it, even if blood's drawn. And up, just gently. Just pat him. There you go. I will walk. Tina, you have I was about to say the reins, but Star Trail doesn't require reins.
Nice.
No, neither does Tina.
I give a squint and I'm like, A4, did you just make a really good joke there?
Did I?
I think you might have.
I guess without kingdom, no one reigns anymore.
That is an issue we need to... But if the kingdom doesn't exist, I suppose... More for us to consider when we rest, but night is drawing in. We probably should get to the cave.
Oh, yeah, Dragon Cave.
Oh yes. Let's go see Reggie quickly before this day gets any weirder.
As we kind of depart, can I just have another look around, see if we are being followed by that other running figure?
Oh, sure. Roll a perception check.
I will indeed do that. That is a natural 20 for 30.
You can't see anyone around you.
I'm pretty convinced. Right, well, looks like we're alone. So, this way, I believe.
You rolled a really high survival check, so you can pretty confidently lead everyone towards where you think Reggie's lair is. And as you're all making your way, is there anything you want to discuss on the way, or is this a pretty quiet?
I think if Aoife got the chance, we'd just kind of sidle up to Tina on the horse and just say, I can't really tell you how much that meant. You sacrificing something for me. No, I can't tell you because you told me not to. But
you can tell me now, please. It might help.
It means a lot. I mean, that's my family we're talking about. That's all the pig folk that you saved there, and that's a really selfless thing that you did.
Yeah, I'm wondering why, but no, it's good that it meant a lot to you, and I hope that you have a good time with them. I'm glad that I could do a thing for you. Just
I know that I'm just a simple folk, and it might not mean that much, but you'll always be a princess to me.
Thank you, and you get like a little hug just from that means a lot.
Right. I'm glad.
You're a good pig.
Thank you very much.
That'll do.
Well, not much for big long, all of this. So I'll lead the way, shall I? And just kind of runs up to make sure we don't go off course again.
I think we need to work on that pig's self-esteem. I would like to just mention that I am braiding Startrail's mane. If they allow me. If they have any protests, I will claim it out.
No, he seems thrilled about it.
Excellent.
Any more on the wall?
Aoife, did I detect my ears burning when you were talking to Murta on the stone?
I don't know. I didn't cast anything. Why would your ears be on fire?
I feel like I heard my name.
Do I remember Murta saying anything about Satane?
Murta said you should talk to Sir Satane about education.
Can I roll a history check to see if
Aoife
remembers?
Yeah, sure.
First word he didn't know, so.
Oh no.
That's not a natural one. That is an unnatural one because I have a -2.
You don't remember, but Sir Griffon, you heard Murta say about education.
The interesting thing about education, and this you'll remember. I once tried to be educated. I tried to be a wizard, and then I realized that I couldn't read. I've still not rectified this, but that's beyond the point. So, you have now got a full family of many, 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 many people.
Yeah, way more than 13.
And I have a sneaking suspicion that they might be naked and potentially afraid and potentially in need of some education about the world, like we needed when we got here. They'll be very confused. And although I can't read very well, I can help them learn things, I'm sure, about sugar cubes and lettuce leaves and how to conduct oneself in a city. And I'm sure the rest of us can help as well, if they need it, which I think they're going to need some assistance adjusting to their new limbs that they've acquired. Is any of this going in?
Oh yeah, no, I'm listening to you. No, they need learnings.
Learnings and guidance.
Oh, right. Well, I don't know about guidance so much, but I think we'll get there.
Now, I think Aofa, you have been a pigfolk longer than they have. And I think you could do a very good job in showing them how to walk, how to run. I think you would do very well in showing them the basics, my lad. I mean, you'd be able to do it.
Right. That's a... I hadn't really thought about it that way. I suppose they've been walking around on their front legs, haven't they?
All 4 of them, I suspect.
Right. Well, yeah, we can do that. Did that for me little ones. So yeah, no, of course, we could do a couple of 100 pigfolk, teaching them how to.
You've got so many little ones now.
And big ones. Some of them are quite big.
I'm sure they are.
Right.
Well, there we are. Just some food for thought. I hope that you're more happy now that they are back, and happy now that they are not, that they haven't forgotten who they are.
No, I'm proper happy. I'm as happy as a pig in muck.
Good.
Which was me last week.
Yes.
As you're walking, you come to a glade, and it's very beautiful. There's a small lake. There's a waterfall going into it. You can't see immediately where there would be a cave here, but you're pretty certain that this is where there is the cave. This doesn't look like where Reggie used to live, but this is, as far as you're aware, where he is.
Right, this should be the place. Sorry about all the water.
That's all right, it's not your fault. So, behind the water?
Probably somewhere. Can I have a look, see if I can act, if I look out for it?
You can't see through the waterfall. You could go and try and get behind it.
Yeah, I'll try and, like, while everyone's, I'll scout out, see if I can find the entrance.
Roll an acrobatics check to get across like the slippery rocks and just behind the waterfall.
Well, those rocks are slippery when wet.
Thank you, Torvald. Thank you. I will. That's a 20 on my athletics.
Sure. You quite deftly make your way up back, and you can see as you step just to the side, you can see that there is an opening behind the waterfall.
Right. There's something here. Should I throw down a rope for you all? Is there somewhere I could tie a rope off so that...
It's not a massive climb, it's just a little bit slippy.
It's more the slipperiness than the height that I think that I'd want to give people a bit.
You could hold a rope, because it's not a climb, you could just hold it so that people were steady.
Okay. Yeah, I'll kind of throw a rope down and then brace myself so that people can come up.
I will just fly in. Does anyone want to lift?
I would like a lift.
Yoink, uncontested grapple. There you go.
Say it was a grapple. So it's going to be more like a piggyback.
Just by the scruff of the neck. No, you can have a
Nothing has changed in 2,000 years.
This was not the deal.
Zeleny, Sigrifon?
I'll just hold my arm out so you can just sit on it. Like a chair.
I just have to... I turn to Star Trail. I'm not leaving you.
You're gonna go in that cave and you're never gonna come out again.
I'm sorry I've disappointed you so much. As I keep saying, I'm not good at this. I've I've let you down. I let Fur down. I've let my kingdom down.
You are a terrible steed owner.
And will be beaten to death by rocks, yes.
I'll be beaten to rocks if you release me. Were you not even listening? You're a terrible steed owner.
Could I transfer you?
Where?
Is that possible? Point to Tina. You seem to enjoy her company more than mine.
No! Have you learnt nothing about being a steed owner?
Clearly not, no. Then... I am trying.
Better come out of that cave, or we will have words in another 2,000 years.
A faith promise, then. I love you. You know that, right?
Oh, I suspected.
So
That's not a promise.
I'll take it. I'll say it again. I really did miss you, and I can't ask that you missed me, but
It's been 2,000 years, Zeleny. You do miss people in 2,000 years. You have to say that you're coming out of the cave. I'm actually not letting you go in.
just so like, okay, Star. I give you my promise. I will return from this cave
In a timely fashion.
in a timely fashion.
Okay. Can I have a sweet?
Yes. I think I've still got a few. There you go. Does this me promising you a sweet treat, is that promise fulfilled? Because I've been giving you sweets?
No, you just said sweets. This is lifetime.
Okay, then my promise is I promise I will keep giving you sweet things, and may compliment you on your beautiful tail right there. The former princess has done an excellent job.
He sort of swishes it a bit happily.
It's very good.
Right. I will be here guarding the entrance.
You are a knight of the realm.
Not a knight. Yes, I am a knight of the realm.
I knighted you. I mean, I was 16, but it's 7 years ago. But you are a knight. You're more of a knight than I am, it seems. And with that, he turns and walks. Ooh, she's not in a good place. All right, clamber up the rocks. Actually, no. Hold goes hand. You got your hand out, haven't you?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah. No, I'll take the hand.
If I see you looking a bit crestfallen, just sort of say very softly, "Keep the faith." Let's bounce.
The gods believe in me, but I do not believe in them. And I walk.
So Griffon.
Just under my breath, I believe in you.
And I think like the slightest spark from the armor. It's friendship. The true power is friendship.
From your hand you hear, well, I believe I can be carried with more dignity.
Like how?
And so looking up and like,
I love you both.
good. Sort of like as walk past Dine, it's like, we need to have a proper conversation once this is done.
Oh, we do we?
Yes.
So Griffon.
Yes.
So when everyone has sort of gone, I'm going to wander up to Horse that I have named Horse. Now, Horse, I would very much like for you to hold on to something for me. And I'm going to remove my saddlebags and place them like around the neck, if possible, so that they're accessible, so that the sweets within can be accessed.
I mean, the horse looks extremely joyful.
Now, don't tell Zeleny that I've done this, okay? Just between us.
No.
I understand. I'm also a fae. Yes, I understand. And then I'm going to turn and I guess I'm going to athletics check these rocks with all my hooves.
I was getting such weird things at the back of my head during that conversation. We're mentally connected. I was like, I think Star's very happy for some reason. Maybe because I gave a really good conversation.
Is there any advantage because of the ropes that I'm...
Yes, with
Holding down.
advantage because there's a rope there.
Thank God for that advantage. That would be a 21 instead of a 7. I'll take that 21.
You, the initial hoof, you like slip, you're like, oh god, no. And then you grab hold of the rope and bulk your way up. And you can all see this entrance behind the waterfall.
Saying to Zelani and Tina on either side, is like good conscience and bad conscience, but you're both good.
Are we though?
It's all relative.
That's something I really want to say here. But...
Yeah, they are relatives. They're cousins.
Well,
Just a gentle pat.
you can't get rid of that, I suppose.
I'll squat down so that you can both dismount.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
I'm sorry, now that I'm a princess, my elocution lessons have just gone out of the window. Thank you, Sir Torvald.
Most welcome. I'm still just hovering there because I cut off my boots for a minute.
Just sort of gliding along.
Just gliding along, yeah.
Right, onward to the dragon.
Yes, let's go. With a little bit more energy, just kind of pick up the pace and kind of go up front, just very enthusiastically.
So it's a very big cave entrance, and as you turn and go into it, you see immediately a really big gold dragon. Enormous. I mean, you knew Reggie, but when you knew Reggie, he was smaller than this. He's grown a lot over the 2,000 years. And as you all turn in, he's sleeping and one eye open to look at all of you. Oh, hello. Tina, it's been a very long time.
It's me! Reggie! It's so good to see you!
Just give me a sec. I've been asleep for a very, very long... What year is this exactly?
No idea.
And there was the rabbit involved. The rabbit.
Oh.
Is whatever 2000 from when perhaps you heard we were frozen in time.
Oh, I'm going to need some coffee. One sec. He's just going to slowly pick up his head and sort of shake himself out. And he's quite striking now. He's this big. He is huge. He is really big compared to all of you. And he sort of puts his face down right next to all of you and sort of blows affectionately at you, Tina. It is good to see you. I have to admit, I wasn't sure you'd ever wake up.
Me neither. I'm glad to see you as well. And I kind of hug his nose or whatever it is. Snout.
Yes. How did you find me?
There were rumors in the candle cake library place that we went to that you were still around and no one had reported your death. So I know you, Reggie. I knew you wouldn't go out so easy in 2,000 years.
Yes. I suppose technically I should probably have moved. Not that I'm sad you're here. I suppose it's quite easy for people to find me if I never move.
I mean, do people find you often?
No. And
Then it's perfect.
it's not a bad thing, I suppose, for people to come here, say hello. If they're not nice, I just eat them.
Yeah, that's a good philosophy for life, I think.
You all look quite shell-shocked. Is everything okay?
Is the relative.
Yeah.
I mean, we just did a bit of questing, saved several hundred of my relatives.
Oh, well, that sounds very interesting. How long have you been awake? Did it take you long to come here?
Day, I think.
Oh, I'm top of your priority list. Ha 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 ha.
I mean, That said, the universe itself has decided we are incorrect and is constantly trying to remove us. So,
Well,
got that as
technically, plane, not universe.
No. Which one? Is it one of the boring ones?
I think so. There's a lot of logic and order involved.
Oh, how tedious.
It is.
Well, you do look tired. Are you tired? Do you want to have a nap? And I will. I'll watch and make sure that nothing sort of takes you anywhere.
Would be much appreciated. He was a long day.
I've had a very long nap, so I feel quite well rested. Personally, I feel ready to take on. Could you just describe to me what exactly it is I would be?
I don't know, actually. Oh, right, the logical things. Oh god, I forgot. I, Evie, have forgotten
Eternals?
what they're called and where they come from.
Inevitables from Mechanus. Oh.
Metal ball things.
Very
Or metal
chatty.
lizard things.
Well, you don't want to fall foul of the inevitables. They are, of course, inevitable. I'm sorry.
Therefore, kind of looks at Griffin.
Not funny if you're being chased by them, I suppose. I suppose I could hold off an inevitable for a few hours if it shows up. Maybe.
Yep, I think that you could definitely do like a stand-up job. Like we've been dispatching them like nobody's business. You should have seen me. You'd be so proud of the flames. They would go pew pew pew, and then if I had to put a metric to it, there'd be like 60 points of damage in one turn.
That is very impressive. On the random scale of numbers you have chosen, I'm very impressed, Princess. Very impressed.
Thank you. So you're proud of me again?
Oh, always. I mean, even though there is no kingdom, of course, for anyone to go back to, it's always important to have people of all of your caliber in the world.
As long as we still stand, there is kingdom here.
I mean, they're technically not a royal family anymore either, but...
That's the spirit, Zeleny.
Uh-huh.
Well, you're both here, so technically there is.
You knew it well.
I wasn't hiding it that hard.
I didn't know before you went, Tine, but there was a lot of uproar when you left because then there were no heirs and the faff. There was a lot of faff. There were many years of faff. I retreated to my cave and went to sleep for a long time just to avoid the faff. People kept coming and poking me, going, "We really need your assistance, Reginald." And I opened my eye and I said, "I will not be of assistance." I went back to sleep. I suppose maybe that was why the kingdom fell. Maybe I should have helped. But at the end of the day, it was 2,000 years ago.
Exactly. You were asleep, we were asleep, everyone was asleep. It's fine.
I think at this kind of point, like, Aoth was kind of just about following the conversation and just idly looks at his awakened focus, which again is glowing because the other spell that it can now cast with its new abilities is Legend Lore, and the stone's just kind of flashing up, and Aoth was accidentally kind of asked it about information for the kingdom and the heirs. I don't know kind of how you would want to describe that, Emma.
What are you looking for specifically? Because there's not a lot beyond what you already know.
I don't know. It was more of a kind of, if we're going to have a long rest anyway, like I might as well burn something. So just, I don't know, I guess, is there an heir out there, or, you know, or
Ooh.
Now that Tine's not a princess and Zelany's still outcast, is that I don't know. That's the kind of vein I'm looking in, but I'm not putting an exact question on it.
Yeah. So what you get back is the kingdom doesn't exist anymore. The bloodline is gone.
Oh, right. My stone says that the kingdom doesn't exist anymore and the bloodline is gone. Do we know that? Tell me more things.
Well, I suppose if you're asking it, technically you don't belong here. I suppose.
No.
We didn't ask to be here, to be fair.
No.
In fact, if we'd still been there, perhaps Kingdom would not have fallen, so...
I suppose if
Kingdom would have fallen.
If I thought really hard, I could possibly send one of you back.
What, really?
Maybe.
Certain is that maybe.
Well, it hurts a lot, but I could probably do it. Time magic is difficult, though. But maybe. It's been a long time since someone wished something from me, though.
Here's the thing, is possible we turn out to be great evil. And if someone went back to moment before we leave and stop us leaving, then perhaps none of this happen. Honestly, I did not think that we are great evil, but when entire plane keep telling you that you're incorrect, it starts to grate on the nerves.
I wouldn't necessarily take what they say as gospel. They have one-track minds. But
what if? Sorry for speaking out of turn here, but what if this plane of metal things, what's coming around and telling people that they don't belong and stuff? What if that's not particularly right, and maybe that's what we've got to stop? We didn't have that back when we were alive.
There's a possibility. Oh, I think they probably were there. I just did the DS maybe didn't encounter them.
I don't know. I mean, what do I know? Just a pig.
No, don't say that about yourself. You're right. We weren't incorrect back then. We don't know what is happening. Hey, you're not wrong. So faithful.
It's just my thought.
Well,
but if one of us going back is a danger or not a danger, we don't know.
It's just a thought. Have a sleep on it. I will watch. I'll wake you up if anything inevitable appears, or not inevitable, and just nice. And in the morning, maybe we can talk again.
Is there another entrance to this cave that doesn't involve climbing the rocks?
No, that's the only entrance. But Zeleny, if you're going to destroy my rocks, I'm very opposed.
I made a promise. I have to go sleep outside. Zeleny turns and walks.
Just before you do, I wanted to make us a little feast. It's been a while since I've done this, I know, but I've got this fancy bowl, and I'm going to show everyone this bowl, which is encrusted with gems and all sorts of things.
It's so shiny.
It is. It is, and I'm
so shiny.
I'm going to make something in it. I acquired this from the crockery bandit. I'm sure you were aware of him way back when. He was charging 1,000 gold pieces for it, and I could not let that stand. Anyway, and I'll be wittering on about the crockery bandit while I make Hero's Feast for all of us. It lasts 24 hours. It takes us an hour to consume. So, Zeleny, if you could stay inside for just 1 hour and eat something, dear girl, before you go outside.
No, Zeleny.
I suppose we could fetch her.
Where are you going, Zeleny?
Oh, if it's your horse, you could bring the horse in.
I think Zelany's gone. Not gone, but
someone go tell her that she can bring the horse inside. I don't mind horses. I like horses.
Is there another way in that's a bit more horse friendly?
I suppose I could pick the horse up in my mouth and bring them in.
I mean, please do not trouble yourself. You have already been gracious host. I can pick up horse. It's like a left horse 70 times before breakfast back in that time. It was a standard start to day. By the way, my horse is long dead and nobody gives a shit.
All right. Well, I'm not sure the information about the horse was necessary, but
I was just feeling quite sentimental.
I'm very sorry that your horse is dead. Maybe you can acquire another horse.
Is the way of things, you know. Perhaps everything happens for a reason, but then perhaps not. Perhaps my friend Eofor will go back in time and stop his son from being cursed and his entire people, rendering essentially what we have done today to be ultimately pointless. But before I get lost in entropy, I will go and get my friend and her horse and perhaps restore my blood sugar because I feel I am becoming a little bit, how you say, nihilistic.
But yeah, sorry, go for it.
Although starts walking off.
We can all partake in this feast, including the dragon, I guess, if the dragon wishes. Good already.
If you offer, you will.
Yes, I will. We're all cured of all diseases and poisons. We become immune to poison and being frightened. We can make all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Our HP also increases by 13. That's not temp, it just increases by that amount. And you also gain that amount if you don't have that already. That lasts for 24 hours.
Nice.
Don't even know how to increase my.
If you click on your HP, it should be an option to increase your max HP.
Wow. Override max HP. How much did you say it goes up by? 13?
13, yeah.
Outside, Zeleny, you've gone to see Star Trail?
Yep.
And
I've started unbuckling my armor as well.
So Torvald is not far behind you as you start to get undressed, as the Certain would see it.
Hey.
Hey.
I am assuming you're out here for something to do with beautiful horse.
That's part of it. Also, points. I haven't gone swimming since I was a child.
It's true, we do all smell like we have not had shower in 2,000 years, but
Hey, I was covered in blood and dust a few hours ago. I'm actually probably the cleanest of the lot of you.
Well, listen, Mr. Griffon is making feast, and perhaps you have swim if you want to be alone is fine. Otherwise, I can join you. And horse.
If you want to come swimming, I hear the water's fine. Oh, maybe this is sacred. Maybe that's another thing I'm going to screw up. Putting my dirty demonic body in the holy water.
Where is this coming from? You are far too hard on yourself, I think.
My mother hated the kingdom for what they did to her and the fact that she was only allowed to live because I was in her belly. So she put that in my head, but I thought, no, she's telling me stories of how great the knights were, and I was supposed to kill the king. I was supposed to be a usurper, sit on a broken throne. And I thought I could overcome what I am, but no, I am a bad knight. I'm a bad friend. I'm a bad family member. I am not deserving of any of this. I am truly a usurper. I have stolen the seat of a worthy knight.
This is not true. I understand parents are difficult. My father sacrificed my mother to Tiamat and made me eat her heart. Not a good day.
Okay, in the scale, yes, I will give you that. I lived in a cave with a mad warlock, but yes, the fact you ate your mother's heart, I think God stuff to you. Sorry that happened to you. That's horrific.
Is not game of one-upmanship, Zeleny. The point is simple. We are not our parents' decisions. We are only the product of our own actions and our own hearts. And your heart has always been good, my friend. We make mistakes. All of us make mistakes. But we pick ourselves back up and we try again to do our best, and we fail again. But we do our best. And in your heart, there is no evil. I can see this.
I know that's very kind, but that's not right. I have such darkness in me that at all times that I try, and I maybe I try and avoid it by putting ancient rules upon myself, which means that I am not even allowed to be held to have affection. But now that doesn't matter. Maybe.
Listen.
Yes.
It's okay. It's all going to be okay. And I will slowly reach out and sort of look like, do you want a hug?
Half-dressed tiefling just goes in for the hug. Yeah.
I think of you like sister I never had, or rather did have until she was sacrificed.
Just muffled. Oh God.
Anyway, you know I have perfect way to break any kind of bad mood. You want to find out?
I would set a vote, yes.
Okay. And I will fly Selene up into the air over the pool of water, and from 30 feet in the air, just drop you in.
I'm still wearing half of plate armor.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
You can swim in plate armor. It's fine.
I think I just
Sort of looking at these bubbles coming up the surface any minute now.
I think it goes on a bit too long.
Okay, going down to sort of get you.
I haven't swum since I was a child.
But do you feel more alive?
Remember, I just then.
Selene, each breath we take is a gift. We should have died a long time ago, and yet we have been given the chance to do great things. I don't know if there is a great evil. It doesn't matter. We have all of us been given the opportunity and the capacity to do good, and we will. You will. And if you have to overcome evil in order to do good, that just makes you stronger, my friend. Now take your armor off before you drown, and we'll go back to it.
I slowly start sinking back down. No, I should probably. Yes, but you do not want you don't want a sour mood at a feast. I'm sure me and Star will be all right out here. Don't worry. I'll be okay. You've destroyed my desire for swimming for another 15 years.
Well, I did my best, but I made a mistake. But look, come on. You don't want to stay? That's fine. They're absolutely fine. Take some food, take it outside. But please, just come and be with the people who love you most. And if you don't want to stay, if you want to be on your own, we all understand. But just 5 minutes and see how you feel.
All right.
Is that okay?
That's all right.
And I will carry your beautiful horse.
Are you okay being carried by Sotovold?
Sarah's standing who's right on the edge of the water, looking extremely concerned, because you were drowning until a second ago.
You do care about me.
No, don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
You love me. I'm your best friend.
Look, I like you. I wouldn't go that far.
No, you're my top 4 favorite people.
Okay. It's quite confusing because you talk to horse and they don't know if it's to me. And
I mean, I could use my real voice if that would make things easier.
I mean, perhaps. I mean, honestly, today I thought maybe something was going to happen with the hag, but then it didn't. And I honestly, it's a very confusing time for me. So
you've already. Whatever happened with the princess happened with the princess, but
no, that was just stories.
Sure.
There was no whatever.
Again, as I said, raised in a cave, my mother would warn me about men and their stories. Yes, but I was 5. It was hard, but no. Hey, as you said, tomorrow's another day. We live in hope. They were very beautiful women, but
every day is a quest, my friend, and every day is an opportunity. But now, We feast, and you see how you feel. I'm not going to say feel better because you've been through a lot. But we take it one moment at a time, and who knows? Maybe it will hurt less.
I don't think it will hurt less. I think it will hurt different, but that is the journey. Now, now you, Star, you will probably get a lot of sweet things up at the feast. Would you like that?
Why aren't we there already? Are we going now?
So Torvald, if you would kindly carry my friend.
My pleasure.
It does the thing that dogs do when you pick them up and their legs move as if they're swimming. And you carry Star Trail, and Sunny walks back to the feast, and you all consume the hero's feast.
I do put my armor back on because I do not want Sir Griffin to be going, your ankles.
Zeleny, one final thing before we conclude for this evening, because I think we're running quite close to time. As you walk back into the feast and are among your friends, you feel in the center of your chest a feeling of peace, however that feels most strongly for you. And it feels like a calling, and you can choose whether to respond or not, but it does feel like a divine calling, like someone is reaching out to you. And you can choose what you want to do with that next time.
Oh no, the gods. The gods that believe in me.
Fire after you with their stones.
Yes, we heard you were mean to your horse.
Thank you everyone for joining us for tonight's session. Next time is the final session for Ancient Antics, which I think we could have gone on for significantly longer with this campaign. I'm quite sad we need to wrap up. If you enjoyed tonight, Roll Together has shows every Monday and Tuesday, which start at 6 p.m. GMT and other times in other time zones. On Mondays, we're currently alternating between a Shadowfell Symphony, which is Liz's campaign, and Noir and English campaign, Into the Sunset. Liz, do you want to give a little shout out for the Shadowfell?
General campaign vibes. We're in the Shadowfell. It's certainly not Waterdeep anymore. I'm looking forward to all of the bards barding away, being bardically fantastic. And that's all I'm going to say.
Much barding.
How many bards do you have?
All of them. They are all bards.
All of the bards.
Yes.
Bards.
Goodness me. I can't wait to see how that's working.
It's a multi-class bard. So we have one full bard currently, and then all the others are bard other things.
Well, I am catching up with that and then getting on it live because that sounds great fun.
It is beautiful carnage, and I adore it.
And Noir's campaign is following a group of adventurers as they throughout their careers, so at different points in their careers, which should be really interesting. So that's what's happening on Mondays and Tuesdays, and then on Fridays we also stream our Talk Together show, which is our talk show where people talk to each other about D&D. So that's what's happening on Fridays. All our shows are streamed at twitch.tv/rolltogether and archived at youtube.com/rolltogetherrpg. We're on podcasts. Search Roll Together RPG on your favourite podcast provider. Massive thank you to our Eternity Club on Patreon once again. If you want to join us, there'll be a link in chat right now. And a massive thank you to our sponsors, Hero Forge, Ultra Pro, and Elderwood Academy, and to our supporters, D&D Beyond, Idle Champions Bottom Realms, Warriors of Waterdeep, and Level Up Dice. Once again, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week for the finale. Thanks, everyone. Bye.